One of the things that fundamentally transformed the mortgage market was going from making mortgages to hold to making mortgages to sell. So if I ran a little bank and I made you a mortgage loan and I was going to keep it until you paid it back, I'd have some interest in whether you were going to pay it back for reasons that are self-evident. Thanks to this financial innovation, which was part of the whole liberalisation process, it became possible to originate a mortgage and then sell it to somebody else. And what you kept was, in effect, a sales commission. So it was no longer on your books as the originator. You couldn't care less. You sold it to a packager, and the packager bought your mortgage and all these other mortgages and wrapped them all together and sold them to an underwriter. And the underwriter packaged them differently to make them look diversified, different regions of the country or whatever, and then sold bonds collateralized by these mortgages. So the underwriter also didn't keep any of these things. So the mortgages ended up in a trust domiciled in the Cayman Islands with investors who were buying bonds. And of course, by this time, it had got all these mortgages had been mixed up and gone through several steps. And the ultimate investors, who are often people outside the United States, a lot of people in Germany and other such places, they bought these things. They had no idea where these mortgages came from. And then there are two fundamental other things. So if you were an originator and you got paid whether this mortgage was any good or not, unless people were checking very carefully, volume counted and quality didn't, right? Because it stayed in your hands sometimes for a day.